This video is going to pick up after you've actually installed or initially set up Facebook for the first time. If you have not done that, then look in the description below and watch the video on how to install Facebook, which is really just setting it up for the first time. If you've gone through that process, then these steps are what happens immediately after you have confirmed the email from Facebook that you're an actual person and yes, you want a Facebook account. So when you get here, Facebook is going to ask you some questions, and they're doing this for a couple of reasons. Facebook gathers data on people, what we do, what we like, what we don't like, what makes us happy, what makes us sad, and they have accumulated a massive amount of data on us as humans. So some of the questions they ask, you are given a choice in most cases to not answer. But they can see what you like and what you search for and what videos you watch or what conversations you're a part of. So there's no way to avoid them collecting data. When it comes to privacy and keeping what you share private and not accessible to the world, that is doable. Facebook changes their privacy policy often, but they've got half of the world is on Facebook. 1.5 billion people are on Facebook. And it's some ridiculous number. I think the latest was 300 million people are on Facebook for hours a day. So there is certain information that you can absolutely not share with the entire world. Actually, your entire profile or your personal page can pretty much be locked down to if someone searches for my name, Bethany. I spell it differently and my last name is unique, so people might find other people that have a very similar name. But I have my profile private, so my personal profile, I have a business profile and I have a personal profile. My personal profile, it's just my friends and family, and I am not on Facebook a lot. I am on Facebook for my business, but I'm not on there sharing what happened in my day and what I ate. But I am also pretty old school. I don't believe in my relationships being online. I still send birthday cards. I still send thank you cards. I make my kids do the same thing because that's how I was taught. And if I want to talk to someone, I pick up the phone. I don't send them a text message. I don't send them a message on social media. But I am not the norm. The norm has become it's okay to send a text message for Mother's Day. It's absolutely fine to wish someone happy birthday on Facebook and know that you did what you're supposed to do to celebrate their birthday. So the dynamics of our relationships have changed. The dynamics of how we communicate has changed. But this is where we've evolved to. So if you think like back in the day, people would communicate through Telegram. Oh, we'll go back before that. Then it was literally carrier pigeons. And carrier or courier? Probably courier. I don't know. Gosh, I should know that before I say that. My mom would be so displeased. So before that, it was pigeons. Then we went to telegrams, and then we had radio, and then we moved to TV, and then we have evolved in how we communicate, which has affected how we interact with people in our relationships. So when Facebook is gathering and asking questions about you, most of it is because they want to make your experience on Facebook a good one. So it's not that they're being creepy. It's not that they're stalking you. It's not that they want to spread your identity through the world and make you vulnerable to people knowing who you are. It's not that at all. The purpose of the questions that they ask when you set up your profile is, where did you go to high school? Maybe we have other people that graduated the same year you graduated that you'd love to connect with. Where did you go to college? Where were you born? And you can give it as much or as little detail as you want. I didn't go to college. I don't have any people to connect with because I never went to college. I moved every 4 to 6 months. So I don't remember most of my elementary school names. I remember a couple of my teachers. So when you go to something online, it was like, name your second grade teacher. I have no idea who my second grade teacher was. So it's really up to you how public or how private your information is. But we have to go through this process. Now, so the first thing it asks me for is search for your friends on Facebook. So it says people on Facebook find an average of 20 friends through the Facebook friend finder. So what you can do is you can actually type your email. So if you have a Gmail, I could type my Gmail, and it looks at my contacts. And it says, oh, I have an email for Susie. You have Susie in your contacts. You know Susie. I'll connect you and Susie. And it does it for you. It's completely up to you. Don't have to do it. What you should understand is going through the privacy tour. And this tells you the terms and conditions right now on Facebook. And these terms and conditions change, sometimes very publicly and sometimes not so publicly. Oftentimes you'll hear about the Facebook policy changing when a lot of people don't like it. And many other times you'll never even hear about it. But it's good to understand what you can do, what you can't do, and what Facebook expects and what their privacy policy is. You can also add a picture or not. And you can also search for people that you know. So I have a lot of people that will get connected because their grandchildren are on and they want to communicate with them. And apparently this is the best way to do it. So you can search for people by name as well. Once that's done, and you don't have to do it, I can go straight to my profile. So it pops that screen up like I have to do it, but I really don't have to do it. And it will start to pop up these little boxes. In Facebook, everything that's blue or gray are the things you can do. So right now it says, do you want to add a profile picture? Not really. If you don't have a picture, or you're on your smartphone, or your tablet, or your computer, most of them have a camera, and you can say, okay, I'll take a picture. Okay. So it's like, oh, do you want to add a photo? Do you want to upload a photo? Let's take a photo. It's going to turn on the camera. I can't do it right now because I'm actually using my camera to record this video and talk to you. And I don't want that to get messed up. So you can take a picture or you cannot. There's other things here that I have not done and I don't have to do. Describe who you are. That's such a generic question. Add info about you. Add features photos. Add featured photos. It says the date that I was born. I don't like that. I don't want to have that on there. So I can do things like, this is a life event. If I don't want my birthday to be shown, then I can turn it off and people don't know my birthday. So they said, Bethany, where did you go to high school? I haven't gone to high school. I can say my high school and I can say everyone in the world. Public is everyone can see it. Only friends. So if you and I are friends, I can see your high school. But anybody else that's not your friend can't see your high school. Only me means nobody sees the high school. I fill it out, but I'm the only person that sees it. And then custom, well, this doesn't, So custom, I don't have any friends to show you on this profile, but custom would be, it's okay for my friends to see it, but I don't want this creepy guy over here to see it. So custom is just, it's a little bit more advanced. So it's kind of picking and choosing who you want to see what. I'm going to skip the high school. I personally don't have a hometown. I was born in one place, lived there for a couple of years, moved way across the country, lived there for a year, then moved somewhere else, lived there for 6 months, and move. I don't have a hometown. So I could really say I don't have a hometown. And this is accurate. Haven't gone to college. That's not accurate. I don't work for an organization. Look at all that. So I kind of skipped all this stuff. And I can also show my status. I'm not going to do that. I can say where I've worked. I'm not going to do that either. So this is almost typical of what my Facebook profile actually looks like. I don't have a lot, and I don't go into a lot of detail. But let me just go through what you're looking at on Facebook. Now, this changes sometimes too. So if it looks like this right now, they could change something pretty quickly and it would look a little bit differently, but the functionality is pretty much the same. If I ever want to get back home, I can always, pretty much on any site on the internet, click on the logo in the upper left-hand corner, and that will take me back to home, or back to the beginning, back to a safe place. I can also search for people, so that would be in the search bar. I can search for, right now it's talking about my name. This is my profile. This will take me home. Same function as clicking on the logo on the left. I can find friends. This is going to pop up a window. It'll search. These are people that have sent me friend requests. If I have friend requests, I'll see a little number here. These are my messages. So messages are kind of like just almost like text messages, but just in Facebook. I can only see them in Facebook. I can only respond in Facebook. Everything that you see pretty much is isolated to happen in Facebook and can't really happen outside of Facebook. I also see notifications. This is normally activity. So if my niece posted something and says, oh, look, Auntie, I did this and this and this, and I said, oh, that's great, sweetheart, I'm so excited, you did such a great job, then that notification might pop up and say, oh, Claire commented and James commented and somebody mentioned you in a comment. Notifications are what Facebook thinks is important to me. Something that I've been a part of, something that I've commented on, something that I'm following or watching, and it pops up as my notifications. This down arrow kind of gets into more information. There's settings. I can create ads, fundraisers, groups. Groups would be, there's a lot of support groups now. So back in the day, we would go to, if we had a loved one that was fighting cancer, we might go to a cancer support group because we're caring for this person and we kind of need support too with other people that have gone through the same thing. Now, there's not as many support groups in person. There's a lot online in Facebook. So you might find groups that are in similar interests or similar things that you like to do. If you like to knit, then there's probably a bunch of knitting groups. If you like to do other things, then there's most likely a group just for you. It's just like that loves to do those things too. So let's talk about this. This is your cover. This is your face. You can edit your profile at any time. You can look just at your friends. You can look just at your about. You can see all the stuff that I did not add. The music I like, the movies I like, the TV shows I like, the books I like. All of these things help Facebook give me things that are closer to what I like, what I enjoy. So if I like soccer, then I'm not going to say I like watching polo, because then it's going to tell me all this stuff about polo, and I don't care about polo. But if I love soccer, then it's going to show me news about soccer. It's going to show me different soccer groups. It's going to show me other people in my area maybe that love soccer. So that's why all this about stuff is here. If I had friends, we would see friends. If I had photos, we would see photos, but we don't. And then this is just all more stuff really about me and about what I enjoy. Now, on my timeline, I have no photos from 1986. And this is a life event. So people will post on Facebook, they're engaged, they got married, they had a child. And Facebook starts to build this timeline of their life. But I don't necessarily want to show when I was born. So let me move this. So this says I was born January 1st, 1986. I can add photos of when I was born. I can add the location of when I was born. And I can also add the story about when I was born. I personally don't want to do that. My friends of friends can see it. So that means that if I'm a friend with you and Ellen, or Ellen is my friend, then Ellen can see my birthday. But not only can Ellen see my birthday, Ellen's friends can see my birthday. Not beyond that, but it's my immediate circle and then whoever that person's immediate circle is. On my own Facebook profile, I've turned a lot of those things off because I don't like it. I don't want it to be shown. So if I want to change that, and maybe this is the only thing you really want to change, I go to About, and that pulls up this window. And I can see when I put my mouse around my birthday, I can see that this thing pops up. Boop, boop. Edit your contact and basic info. I want to edit this, and I don't want to put my birthday. And it's interesting what you can do. You can say, I don't want to see my birthday, or I don't want other people to see my birthday, or maybe the day is okay, but not the year. Like, I don't need people to know what year I was born. So while this is loading, I don't know any good jokes. It's taking a really long time. Okay, we'll just skip that. This is where you would go to edit and edit your basic information. You can make it for only you, your friends of friends, public, which is everybody, or custom, which is certain people can see it, certain people can't. You can just decide what you want to do with that. Let me see if I just go to life events. Look at that. What a boring life I lead. Why can't I edit it here? See, they just make that easier. I was trying to edit it here. It's not letting me. So I guess I have to go back here. Okay. So I tried to edit life events, didn't work. I tried to edit on my timeline, didn't work. So I went to contact and basic info, which apparently was there. I just didn't see it. And here you can see the little people. So I can say birth year, friends of friends. I don't want friends of friends. Do you want anybody to see my birthday? Okay, maybe my friends can see my birthday. But I don't want anybody to see my birth year. So now it says, oh, do you want to see what your profile looks like? Not really, not now. Now, if I go to my timeline, why is it still there? Oh, it's okay. So this is what happened. Before, this said, oh, you were born on January 1st, 1986. And it said friends of friends. Now it says only me. It has a lock, so I knew it changed because I saw this lock. I saw the lock and it says shared only with me. I'm happy. Now my birthday is private. My birth year is private. but I can turn my birthday off too. So let's talk about a couple things. This is your main area of Facebook. This is your page. And this is my feed and also my timeline. My feed is actually, I'm sorry, this is just my timeline. This is what I post. Hello. I don't have any friends, so this doesn't really matter. I can type right here whatever I want to type. I am on the Facebook. Hello, I'm on the Facebook. I can decide who sees this. Anyone on Facebook? Friends? Or all my friends except that one I don't like. If you're excluding people from things that you're doing in your life on Facebook, then maybe they shouldn't be your friend. Okay, I can also add photos. I can tag a person. I can say what I'm doing or how I'm feeling. This shows up as like feeling excited, blessed, happy, thankful, sad, annoyed, amused. All of these are emojis, and these are just little icons that represent how you feel, which Facebook is gathering and collecting. It's all good. I don't want to check in, and I don't want to say my location. And for those of you who do that, I don't think that's a good idea, because I don't want to say that I'm on a plane going to Hawaii for a week, because that just tells the whole world that I'm going to be gone away from my house for a week. So you can come on over, check out what's going on in my house while I'm gone. I personally just don't believe that. You can also set a date and time for your post. If this is a future post, or the example that I just said, if you don't want this to go out and you're like, oh, I'm so happy to be in Hawaii, set that for 2 weeks later, because actually you're home, but it looks like you're in Hawaii, but everything's good on the home front. And I can post this. This is on my newsfeed, my timeline, so everyone can see it, or just my friends. So remember when I was saying, like, if somebody was searching for me, they wouldn't find me because my profile is private. There's a whole bunch of other settings, I don't want to overwhelm you with them now, that I can change. Now, I don't know if I even have a newsfeed because I don't have anything. But what we'll do in some of the other videos is go into how to add an album. We'll also talk about how to memorialize your Facebook account, how to source groups and find people that you're interested in that have similar qualities and similar interests, support groups, things like that. If you are interested, I have a bunch of Facebook checklists and printable instructions that you can get on my website that's in the description below. And I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. And I hope you enjoyed your quick and dirty overview on Facebook with my interruption by my computer. I don't even know what that was. It just went off. Okay, thank you. Bye.